फायर एंड सिक्योरिटी एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया की जानिब से मुनक्किदा फायर, इलेक्ट्रिकल, सिक्योरिटी एंड ऑटोमेशन फेसा 2024 का इफ्तिताह HICC माधापुर में अमल में आया। अपनी नौईद का यह सबसे बड़ा कौमी सेमिनार है जो कि हैदराबाद में 7 और 8 नवंबर को मुनक्किद किया गया। इफ्तिताही तकरीब में डायरेक्टर जनरल ऑफ फायर सर्विसेज वाई नागी रेड्डी ने मेहमान एजाज़ी के तौर पर शिरकत करते हुए आतिशज़दगी की वजूहात व फायर सेफ्टी के ज़वाबित से शुरका को वाकिफ़ करवाया। स्पेशल चीफ सेक्रेटरी हुकूमत तेलंगाना जयेश रंजन ने मेहमान खुसूसी की हैसियत से शिरकत करते हुए FSAI की इस काविश की सताइश की और फायर सेफ्टी पर शऊर बेदारी व तरबियती प्रोग्रामों को हुकूमत तेलंगाना के ताउन से सरअंजाम देने की पेशकश की, जिसको कौमी सदर FSAI श्रीनिवास वल्लूरी ने फ़ौरन कबूल कर लिया और जयेश रंजन का शुक्रिया अदा किया। इस मौके पर सदर नशीन ब्रांडिंग FSAI मनोज बालकृष्णन, रीजनल डायरेक्टर जुनूबी हिंद प्रसाद राजू, सदर हैदराबाद चैप्टर प्रसाद निष्ठाला, मोतमद हैदराबाद चैप्टर के चंद्रशेखर के अलावा फायर सेफ्टी सनात के मौजूद मेहमानान व मंदूबीन की कसीर तादाद मौजूद थे।
I would like to congratulate the Hyderabad chapter of FSAI for taking the responsibility for organizing this national seminar, and as was commented, the turnout is very impressive. 300 members participating is a great achievement. And I have also seen the session plans for today and tomorrow, and I'm very happy that you are covering lots of new issues, new trends, current issues, application of technologies, understanding of good practices. So it's going to be a very productive and useful sessions for all of you. DG Fire Services just now gave you lots of information about how the laws are, what are the expectations. But more than anything else, my understanding about his presentation is that it is based on actual incidents of actual accidents which he pointed out in the last 10 years. So many cases have happened. Some very, very serious cases have happened, including cases involving loss of life or huge loss to property. In fact, the day before yesterday, as he was mentioning, there was a fire accident in which about 40 crores worth of property was destroyed. So, obviously, these are unfortunate incidents which cannot be foreseen, but with better kind of preparation and using some of these technologies that Nagireddy Garu spoke about. How do you do it remotely? How do you monitor it? Hopefully, the trends will start to decline. In fact, Rajgopal Garu was telling that in the last 10 years, we have not seen very significant decline in the annual incidents. In fact, when he speaks, he will share these numbers. But it is something which we need to take note of. And one of the issues which the pharma industry keeps telling is that they have interest to do all these kind of things, but trained people to help them implement it at the factory level and the manufacturing unit level. There's a huge scarcity of that. So even though the top management of the company will be knowledgeable, will be appreciative of FSAI, etc., but they don't have enough number of trained people to do the ground level work. So I'm happy to share with you that Telangana government just a few weeks ago has started what is called the Young India Skills University, YISU. And the whole purpose of the Young India Skills University is to understand what are the skill sets which the industry is finding very difficult to acquire, and then train manpower in those kind of skills. And every course which the Young India Skills University is implementing is on a partnership model. Unless the industry comes forward to design the curriculum, to provide the faculty, to conduct the training, to give practical exposure, our Young India Skills University courses have very limited blackboard kind of teaching. Majority, almost 80% of the teaching is through practice. So if FSAI, particularly the Hyderabad chapter, comes forward, we can straight away design very good courses, mobilize students, and the pharma industry, I'm sure, will be willing to recruit them in their roles. But some of the trained manpower can be recruited by you also, because for your manufacturing and for your kind of deployment, when you have to deploy it for a customer, you also require trained people. So some of the manpower can be with you, some can be with the industry. And of course, pharma industry is one industry, but there are so many other industrial verticals also, which are also prone to fire hazard, etc. So let us design something which is on these lines. The next point which I want to share with all of you is that, as some of you would be aware, the earlier government, as all of you know, there has been a change in government in Telangana about 11 months ago. The previous government had planned something called a pharma city, a new pharma city, which was supposed to have come up in about 20,000 acres of land. The current government's thinking is different. The current government feels that instead of adding so much of pollution load in one area, we must spread, we must decentralize. So the current government's plan is to set up pharma villages in, so earlier what was planned in 20,000 acres at one place is now going to be distributed in 2,000 acres each at 10 locations. But two of those pharma villages are coming in the old pharma city itself. And so many other supplementary pharma related industries also, and support infrastructure also will be developed there itself. So in all the 10 locations where we will be setting up pharma villages, we are ensuring that these villages are absolutely state of the art. They are having the latest effluent treatment technologies, they have common cooling systems, common heating systems, source of energy will be gas and not coal or steam, etc. So because we are developing these clusters with best possible global standards, we would also like to introduce the best possible fire safety standards by default itself, by design itself. So when we are preparing the master plan for all these pharma clusters, if you can, as an association, the FSAI Hyderabad chapter, if you can tell us what should be the criteria, if we give the building permission or if the CFE, etc. is provided, these things should be automatically implemented there, they should be automatically mandated there. We'll be very happy to introduce all these things. Some of it may go beyond NBC also. NBC, of course, is important. It is a very core document, but there are good global practices elsewhere also. So we need not be confined only by NBC or other codes. If something great is happening in the US or Europe or anywhere else, I'm sure all of you attend international programs, international seminars. Many of this knowledge will be available with you. So please pass on all this information to us and we'll be happy to mandate it.
मदीना स्कूल्स, बेस्ट एकेडमिक फैकल्टी, बेहतरीन डिसिप्लिन, जहां तालीम भी और तरबियत भी। 43 साल से लगातार 100% फर्स्ट क्लास और डिस्टिंक्शन रिजल्ट्स का बेमिसाल रिकॉर्ड। खेल कूद में भी गैर मामूली कारनामा। वक्त की रफ्तार और तकाज़ों से हमाहंग साइंस, कंप्यूटर और रोबोटिक्स लैब्स, और वो भी अफोर्डेबल फ़ी स्ट्रक्चर में। एडमिशन्स के लिए कांटेक्ट कीजिए 9100441445 या 6304148143 पर। हिमायत नगर फॉर बॉयज़ एंड गर्ल्स, नामपल्ली फॉर गर्ल्स एंड बॉयज़ अप टू 5th स्टैंडर्ड। मदीना स्कूल्स, हिमायत नगर और नामपल्ली, हैदराबाद।